Have you ever felt a chill run down your spine while walking down an empty school hallway? You know the feeling. It's the middle of the night. Shadows stretch out from every corner. You hear a noise and your heart pounds in your chest. Is it just the wind? Or could it be something else? Across the world, schools stand as silent giants holding secrets within their aging walls. Some say these secrets whisper to us from beyond the grave. They tell tales of restless spirits, tragic events, and unexplained phenomena. These are the stories of haunted schools. As an investigator of the paranormal, I've stepped into countless haunted locations. Few places hold the same eerie energy as a school after dark. The energy is different when the laughter and chatter of students are gone. It's a silence so profound, it feels almost heavy, like something unseen is watching you. This is where we begin our exploration into the world of haunted schools. Haunted schools hold a unique place in our collective imagination. They tap into our deepest fears and fascinate us with the unknown. Why are we so drawn to these stories? I think it's the blend of familiarity and fear. We've all experienced school. We know the classrooms, the hallways, the gymnasiums. Yet the thought of those familiar spaces being occupied by unseen entities is unsettling. Stories of haunted schools often revolve around tragic events. Perhaps a student died tragically, or a heartbroken teacher took their own life within the school walls. These events leave an emotional residue. Some believe that energy can linger, manifesting as ghostly apparitions or unexplained occurrences. Whatever the reason, these stories capture our attention and challenge our understanding of what is real. Separating fact from fiction in the world of haunted schools is a daunting task. Often these stories are passed down through generations of students. Details get exaggerated. New elements are added to make the stories even more terrifying. It's like a game of telephone, but with ghosts. However, sometimes there's more to these stories than meets the eye. I've encountered compelling evidence that suggests something unexplainable is happening in these schools. EVP recordings, strange temperature fluctuations, and even full-bodied apparitions captured on camera. These pieces of evidence suggest that maybe, just maybe, there's more to these stories than just myth and folklore. Haunted schools are scattered across the globe. Each one has its own unique story to tell. Take, for example, the story of Waverly Hills Sanatorium in Kentucky. Once a tuberculosis sanatorium, it's now considered one of the most haunted places in America. People have reported seeing the ghosts of children who died within its walls, hearing disembodied voices and experiencing overwhelming feelings of dread. Then there's the legend of Beal High School in London, England. Legend has it that the ghost of a former headmaster, known as the Man in the Black Cloak, still roams the halls, maintaining order from beyond the grave. Teachers and students alike have reported seeing him, and some claim to have even felt his ghostly touch. These are just two examples of the countless haunted schools that exist around the world, each with its own chilling tales to tell. Let's delve deeper into the haunted history of schools around the world. In this chapter, we'll explore more chilling tales and eerie encounters that have left a mark on these educational institutions. From ghostly apparitions to unexplained phenomena, these stories will send shivers down your spine. Our first stop is the Colegio Nacional de Buenos Aires in Argentina. This prestigious institution is famed not only for its academic excellence, but also for its spectral residents. Students and staff have reported sightings of a ghostly nun who wanders the corridors at night. Legend has it that she was a teacher who met a tragic end and now seeks to protect the students from beyond the grave. Next, we travel to the Philippines, where Oton National High School is infamous for its paranormal activity. Tales of a headless nun roaming the school grounds have been passed down through generations. Students claim to hear her eerie footsteps echoing through the halls, and some have even seen her ghostly figure in the dim light of dusk. In Japan, the story of Okiku, a doll possessed by the spirit of a young girl, is tied to a school in Hokkaido. The doll's hair is said to grow continuously, and it's believed to house the spirit of a girl who died prematurely. The school keeps the doll in a glass case, but that hasn't stopped it from becoming an object of fear and fascination among students and faculty alike. These haunted schools remind us that the past is never truly gone. It lingers in the walls, the floors, and the very air we breathe, creating a bridge between the living and the dead. As we uncover more of these eerie tales, one can't help but wonder, what other secrets do these haunted halls hold? Our next story takes us to the Far East, where a school in Japan is said to be haunted by the spirit of a young girl. Students and teachers have reported seeing her ghostly figure wandering the halls, and some have even heard her crying in the dead of night. What could be the reason behind her restless spirit? The school in question is an old wooden building that has stood for over a century. It is nestled in a small rural town where the pace of life is slow and traditions run deep. The tale begins many years ago when a young girl named Aiko attended the school. Aiko was known for her cheerful demeanor and was loved by all her classmates. However, one fateful day, Aiko vanished without a trace. Despite extensive searches, she was never found. Her disappearance left a profound impact on the community. Years later, strange occurrences began to unfold within the school's walls. Students started to hear soft whispers and the sound of sobbing echoing through the empty corridors at night. Some even claimed to see a shadowy figure that resembled Aiko, wandering aimlessly as if searching for something or someone. The teachers, initially skeptical, couldn't ignore the mounting reports and their own chilling experiences. The school's administration decided to look into Aiko's disappearance once more, hoping to put her spirit to rest. They discovered that Aiko had a secret place, a small hidden room beneath the floorboards of her classroom, where she would escape to read her favorite books. It was in this room that they found her old diary, revealing her deep sense of loneliness and a tragic accident that led to her untimely demise. In an effort to honor Aiko's memory, the school built a small shrine in her hidden room, filling it with her favorite books and flowers. The sightings of her ghost have since diminished, but the whispers and occasional sobbing still linger, reminding everyone of the young girl who never truly left. This story of Aiko and her restless spirit serves as a poignant reminder of how the past can echo through time, leaving an indelible mark on the present. As we continue to explore these haunted tales, we are reminded that some spirits remain with us, seeking solace and resolution in the world they once knew. Our journey now takes us to South America, where an eerie tale unfolds in a school built on the site of an ancient burial ground. The spirits of those interred there are said to haunt the premises, causing strange occurrences and eerie sightings that have left many in fear and awe. This school, constructed over sacred land, has been a source of numerous supernatural reports. Teachers and students alike have described witnessing ghostly apparitions, hearing disembodied voices, and experiencing sudden drops in temperature. Could the school's location be the reason for these supernatural events? Historians reveal that the site was once a revered burial ground for an indigenous tribe, a place where rituals were performed to honor the dead. The disturbance of this sacred ground during the school's construction might have awakened the spirits, leaving them restless and bound to their eternal home. One of the most chilling stories involves a teacher who stayed late one evening to grade papers. As she worked, she felt a cold breeze sweep through the room, despite all windows being closed. Moments later, she saw a faint, glowing figure standing at the doorway, watching her silently. Terrified, she fled the building and refused to return after dark. In another instance, students reported hearing rhythmic drumming and chanting echoing through the halls, reminiscent of ancient ceremonies. These sounds would often be accompanied by fleeting shadows darting across the walls, as if the spirits were reenacting their sacred rituals. In an attempt to appease the spirits, the school administration consulted local shamans, who performed a series of cleansing rituals and offerings. Though these efforts have somewhat reduced the frequency of the occurrences, the sense of an otherworldly presence remains palpable. The story of this South American school serves as a stark reminder of the deep connections between the past and present. It raises questions about the consequences of disturbing sacred sites and the lingering presence of those who once inhabited them. As we delve deeper into these haunted tales, we uncover the layers of history that continue to influence our world, often in the most unsettling ways. Our journey now takes us to Africa, where a different kind of haunting plagues the halls of another school. This institution is believed to be haunted by the ghost of a former headmaster, a man known for his strict discipline and unwavering sense of duty. Even in death, it seems, his commitment to maintaining order has not wavered. Students and staff alike have reported seeing his ghostly figure patrolling the hallways, his stern gaze piercing through the shadows. Some say they can hear the echo of his footsteps late at night, a reminder of his relentless vigilance. There are tales of a spectral presence ensuring that rules are followed and that mischief is kept at bay. One chilling account comes from a student who stayed late to finish a project. As the hour grew late, she felt an overwhelming sense of being watched. Turning around, she saw the translucent figure of the headmaster, his eyes fixed on her with an intensity that sent chills down her spine. She quickly gathered her things and left, feeling the weight of his gaze until she exited the building. But what drives this spirit to continue his duties from beyond the grave? Some believe that his dedication to the school was so profound that it transcended death. Others speculate that there may be unfinished business, a lingering sense of responsibility that binds him to the school grounds. Perhaps, in his mind, the school still needs him, and he cannot rest until he is certain that order is maintained. In another eerie incident, a teacher reported seeing the headmaster's ghost during a particularly chaotic day. As students ran through the halls causing a ruckus, the spectral figure appeared, surveying the scene with a disapproving look. Moments later, the chaos inexplicably subsided, as if the mere presence of the headmaster had restored discipline. The ghost of the headmaster serves as a haunting reminder of the lengths to which some will go to uphold their duties. It is a story that blurs the lines between dedication and obsession, raising questions about what it means to be truly committed. As we explore these haunted tales, we are reminded that the past often leaves an indelible mark on the present, influencing our world in ways we may never fully understand. Join us next time as we continue to uncover the mysteries and stories that lie hidden in the shadows, waiting to be told. Our final story takes us to Australia, where a school is said to be haunted by the spirits of children who died in a tragic fire. The sounds of their laughter and footsteps can still be heard, echoing through the halls, a poignant reminder of lives cut tragically short. Some have even seen their ghostly figures playing in the schoolyard, their faces illuminated by an otherworldly glow. But what could be the reason for their lingering presence? Could it be their innocent spirits are bound to the place they once found joy and companionship? Or perhaps they seek solace and recognition from the living, a way to keep their memories alive? Teachers and students alike have shared eerie encounters. One teacher recalls staying late to grade papers when she heard the unmistakable sound of children laughing and playing outside. Looking out the window, she saw translucent figures darting around the playground, their laughter carrying a mix of joy and sorrow. She watched in stunned silence, feeling a deep sense of both sadness and comfort. A student shares a similar tale. While walking through a dimly lit hallway, he heard the sound of a ball bouncing and children's voices. Turning the corner, he was met with the sight of ghostly children playing a game of catch. They seemed oblivious to his presence, lost in their spectral world. The student stood frozen, feeling a chill run down his spine as the scene slowly faded away. These playful spirits remind us that even in the face of tragedy, the essence of joy and innocence can linger. creating an enigmatic blend of sorrow and happiness. Their presence serves as a haunting yet heartwarming reminder of the preciousness of life and the enduring nature of childhood innocence. As we conclude our journey through these haunted halls, we are left with more questions than answers. What compels these spirits to remain tethered to our world? Is it unfinished business, a deep sense of duty, or simply the need to be remembered? Perhaps in exploring these mysteries, we come closer to understanding the complex tapestry of life, death, and everything in between. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the unknown. Until next time, remember, the past is never truly gone. It echoes in the shadows, waiting to be discovered.